We are pleased today to welcome Vanessa Ramos from Transfer Pricing, a consulting firm. But we are pleased to get her today not to talk about transfer pricing in general, but more specifically, it's a new association she wants to create, Luxembourg Transfer Pricing Association, LTPA. And we as ATEL, we are quite interested because you know that transfer pricing is an issue for financial people because we have a lot of, let's say, transaction or financial transaction between the mother company and the affiliate. So it's a big issue. We have more and more control. So we are really interested in discovering what you plan to do with this new association.
Thank you very much, Francois, for having me today here. Myself, just to introduce myself, I have a company that is called Transfer Pricing Solutions. And in my company, we have more than 16 years of experience in transfer pricing in Luxembourg. And why we decided to open this association is because we have more and more transfer pricing disputes on local and international basis. On top of that, we have more EU directive. We can see the Pillar 2 and also the Transfer Pricing Directive. On top of that, we don't have a transfer pricing body in Luxembourg. In addition, we have a small practice, let's say, if you compare the size of the country. So the question is why we don't have altogether best practices built together. So with the association, we are looking to do that, to represent Luxembourg, have a single body for transfer pricing, and then also to build together best transfer pricing practices. And in addition, we would like to manage to create a connection with the Minister of Finance and also the ACD so that we can build a strong, sustainable business in Luxembourg.
It's interesting because what you describe is exactly what we did with ATEL when we created ATEL 30 years ago. The idea was also to inform our member, to educate our member, because we need also to share the best practices you mentioned, but also to network. It's also important, but one of the main important points you mentioned, it's lobbying. At that time, I remember the lobby was limited to advocate the national level, the national, let's say, governing body in Luxembourg. Today in finance, you know, and the same in taxes, that everything is decided in Brussels. So it's more at EU level that we need to lobby. But we exactly face the same issues and we have exactly the same objective as your association. And as I said, for corporate treasurers, transfer pricing, it's a big issue. You clearly explained that you have more dispute, more and more control, and more sophistication of the controllers. So I guess that the risk we face is not to be ready.
It is important to clarify that we are looking to be a non-political association. So we are not looking to provide advocacy on behalf of companies. We are looking to build together best transfer pricing practice. And in the matter of advocacy, we have already to the UEL. So we are not looking to go against to what is already done by the UEL. We are looking to collaborate together so that we can bring as well best transfer pricing practices, meaning best business standards into what is the UE directive that we may have implemented very soon.
But as you rightly say, when we talk about transfer pricing, we automatically think about cross-border transfer pricing. And therefore it becomes an EU or OECD or G20 issue that needs to be adjusted. And it's why it's important to lobby or to advocate at the EU level. And it's what we already do with the European Association of Corporate Treasurers, because I maybe think that it's early days of transfer pricing association, but one day or the other, you will be maybe better organized and able to gather the forces. But be sure that we as EACT, European Association of Corporate Treasurers, will be delighted to bring the ideas and the remark to the EU Commissioner in charge, just to make sure that they respect our best and common interest.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And we are happy and welcome to the members of ATEL so that we can also collaborate together in the development of this association.
So you mean that the member could not only be, let's say, transfer pricing specialist, lawyers or big fours, it could be also corporates or people involved in transfer pricing
Indeed,
issues.
as long as they face a transfer pricing issue, I think that the Transfer Pricing Association is the best place to be so that they can have a further understanding about what is happening.
Okay, thank you. So we can just welcome our member to follow the work of the Luxembourg Transfer Pricing Association and potentially to become a member soon. Thanks.